Thanks for downloading a 3CR podcast. 3CR is an independent community radio station based in Melbourne, Australia. We need your financial support to keep going. Go to www.3cr.org.au for more information and to donate online. Now stay tuned for your 3CR podcast.
We're putting up new buildings, we're knocking down the old. We're working in the summer heat and in the winter cold. And the labour power we sell, me boys, for a hard and weekly pay produces mighty profits for the greedy MBA. And whether we were born here or born in Italy, in Greece, in Spain or Ireland, in England or Fiji, we all of us are workers, united we must stand, until the wealthy bludgers have been driven from our land. We faced deregistration, it backfired in the face. We're not fooled by arbitration, we won't stay in our place. We hit the bosses hard and fast to win and keep our gains, and break a couple of concrete pours to back our log of claims. So keep your powder dry and hold your head up high. It's class to class and face to face, our limit is the sky. We've got a fighting history and we never will be cowed. Our builders' labour is a name to make a man feel proud.
And it's good morning from the Concrete Gang, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, most of us, and hope you're all feeling good out there. We're on 3CR Community Radio on the 855 on your AM dial every Sunday morning, 9:30 AM in the morning. And I hope you're all fine, fettled, and jumping out of your skin, eating your wheat bix. Sparrow, how are you, mate?
Good, I'm good, mate. You?
Good, mate. Two trees?
Yeah, not too bad.
And the old two bears.
Good, mate. Good.
Everyone good? Well, that's good. We're off to a good start. Everyone's good so far. So we've had a busy week, and things are warming up with the EBA and all sorts of stuff. So, and we've also had some news from interstate with the Queenslanders with a bit of an old blue with the ABC young Campo. Yeah. Well, what's the guts of that, mate?
Obviously, Hutchison and the Queensland branch up there, the CFMEU, were getting fined $1.35 million from the Australian the ACC, the ACCC. Fucking got that out in the end.
Nailed that. Same thing, mate. You nailed it.
Obviously, the ABC's gone, and now the building industry was trying to use that. The
ACCC.
Yeah, the ACCC, the watchdog.
Or the ACCC.
Yeah. Well, fuck it. Anyway, and they were trying to use that to say it was unfair competition because they got kicked off a site because they didn't have a CFMEU agreement. And they were saying,
how dare they?
And they were trying to sue both Hutchison and the union because obviously if they put it in that realm, it's bigger fines, it's bigger everything, bigger penalties towards. So that's what they were trying to do. But in the end, at the High Court, the full thing of the High Court, sitting judges said, well, Hutchies just minimised their industrial risk. You know what I mean? Obviously, this company didn't have an agreement, and the Hutchies weren't going to put the rest of the job at jeopardy because of the commercial realities. So the full cost got awarded to the union and Hutchison and all their legals, and the case got thrown out. So
from the taxpayers.
Yeah, from the taxpayers. You know.
Well, I think you're right, and as you know, Campo, we've spoken about this for years with the ABCC and all those court cases that went over. Even the one I had with the women's toilets that went to the highest court, they kept appealing every level of courts till it got the High Court. We still won, and they had to pay all costs. But you have a win, winning that, and it's an important issue with the women's toilets, of course. But in the end of the day, because they're not appealing with their money, they're appealing with taxpayers' money, and they just kept going and going and going until it cost millions and millions and millions of dollars of court costs and all that. So irresponsibly, appealing the unappealable because, women's toilets, who was going to agree they didn't need women's toilets? It just kept going. And the amount of money they've spent of taxpayers' money, it's going to go on and on.
Yeah, obviously, but just it's it's good to see they're trying to use a different angle to come after the unions, and it's been knocked on the head. But like that's what they were trying to do. They, the ABCC tried to throw it into that realm with the ACCC, and obviously, there's major penalties that come if you get convicted.
Well,
of
brother, well they can do what they like. How long have we been here? 150 years or something. Where are they? Where are they now? ABCC.
Gone till
Gone,
the libs get back in and we have another Royal Commission and then bang.
They're working for the fair work, aren't they?
Yeah.
Anyway, let them come, and we'll see them off.
Yeah.
It's mainly about draining our resources, isn't it?
Of course it is.
Resources.
Sending us broke.
But it's even like, you go through it. It's even like every court case, we've all probably been through a couple of them. It's the time you got to go. You got to go see your lawyer. You got to do that. It's the cost of that. It's the cost
Personal
of that.
costs.
Personal
Going
costs.
for the man, not the ball.
Yeah.
And then you
Like
got
Carlton.
you got the unions lawyers dealing with that when they could be dealing with a members problem or whatever it is. It's just
Well, it came down to individuals trying to go to the man and not the ball, trying to get the money. We all got individual fines, got our right of entries taken off us, trying to put us out of work. Anyone that was having a go was, sort of lost everything, but didn't stop us. There's the siren for the ABCC. That's what happened to them. Gone. And good riddance to them. What did they do? What did they achieve? What did they really achieve? All that time and money. Yeah, blokes flying around business class, quaffing wine and lardy-darring and all that, taxpayers' money.
Didn't prosecute
and
one
here we
company.
are. And how many? What did they do for the workers? Did they do any good for the construction industry?
They'll
The workers?
stamp out sham contracting and all that.
They were supposed to do everything.
But look at the amount of deaths risen in the industry. Obviously, look how many people have gone broke in the industry since they come in. Look how much sham contracting, wage theft.
Where were they? Where were they when that happened?
No, well, nothing to see here.
Quaffing right.
The only person they looked after was the developers. You know what I mean? Who, obviously for a reason, they donate to both major parties. Labor and Liberal. And it's a joke.
Well, special cheer out of the Queensland branch, the CFMEU. Well done
Good
up
win.
there.
Good win.
Yeah, good
Good win.
stuff. We like to hear that. And now, I'll tell you what they've done. They've dusted off and wheeled the old one. They do it every 3 years, if not every year. They've got frontline papers about traffic management, women and blokes getting $120,000 a year. Well, let's break that down to what the jobs are. I think it's about time we had a discussion on what jobs are involved in the industry, like, standing on your feet, guiding all that traffic. How many traffic management people we have bowled over this year? I think 4 or 5.
One at Epping not long ago.
Yeah.
The girl hit at night.
There's one killed in Daniel.
And you have them standing out there amongst the traffic trying to make things safe for the public and all that. But let's not talk about that. Let's just talk about the money they get.
I mention the hours they do. They're massive hours.
And on their feet all day, there's the traffic management they have to follow. The
Plans, dealing with live traffic, unpredictable.
Yeah, and you have got no
Blokes
control.
like Buzzer or
Campo
Campo, two of the
past.
worst drivers driving past.
Big Chris.
Yeah, you've got yeah. But you see the Herald Sun. They've obviously reported in the Herald Sun. It's in the paper. It's also in the Adelaide paper. But what they fail to mention is they go 120 grand for a 36-hour week. They think they only work 36 hours.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a joke.
Yeah.
And the reality is that, like the lads are saying, it's one of the most dangerous jobs on the. It's so many factors. How do you control?
Very unpredictable.
Which you can't control.
Yeah.
Cars going past you, people on drugs or whatever driving past. You've got no control of that. Like you see in the Adelaide Advertiser, if it come to Adelaide, it'd send the whole industry broke and Adelaide would be destroyed.
Yeah,
Well, I think they do that over a 56-hour week. They do their sums on that.
No. It's in the paper as a 36-hour week.
Yeah,
but
okay.
That's what it is, and that's what it's been reported as. We all know that's fucking bullshit because it doesn't take in, and they do it off super, they do it off they add it all together and make out traffic controllers are sitting there getting plenty.
Get nothing. They're entitled to a decent wage,
Yeah, that's right.
like with dignity. Just because we get runs on the board for our members, and the likes of the AW and that don't. So they turn around and attack us every time we go to negotiate an EBA.
And get a good
disgrace.
wage.
I just don't get the way they always target that one group of workers.
I know.
They think they do nothing.
Well, they wouldn't know what anyone did, mate. They
Like
see them out in the road and all that. But let's talk about that. Let's talk about. We've done it before. We do it every year. And we don't have to justify the wages we're getting because everyone knows how hard they work. We've got the best world practices in the construction industry. There's people all over the world come here to see how we build buildings because we are the best at doing it.
Very efficient.
That's right, very efficient. The reason we've got the high level of skills And when they're all at home or after a nice night with a nice meal, quaffing their wine, and the boys are, getting up about 5 in the morning to get to work on time, get up the top of those buildings, 40, 50, 60 stories above everyone else, and it's nice and beautiful down out in the street. It's blowing a gale up there, freezing cold and all that, pouring concrete, tying steel. Going up in the alley max in the morning, it's just it's a pretty tough job, and they don't want to talk about that. And occasionally you see one reporter might come up and guts it out, and they get up the top there, and they can't wait to get back down
quick enough.
And they don't report about that. The tower crane drivers are winching loads up the side of buildings, 50 stories. You reckon there's any skills in that, trying to get a load up, without crashing the side with the wind, allowing for the breeze, the whole thing. So there's all these things come into play. Concreters bend over all the time, screening off concrete, pump operators pumping concrete straight up, the pressure on the pipes and all that.
And you look at every job, every job's where there's injury, every job's got injuries on the job on a day-to-day basis. Some of them, permanently disabilitated people. It's a dangerous injury. We're more likely to get killed at work than nearly any other industry in Australia. The other thing is too, 90% of us, you drive to work when it's dark. You come home when it's dark. And the reality is, you might be on a good job for 12 months, whatever. Then you could be not working for 3 months. Then you could be working. Then you're not working. And then you are. And you've still got all the bills coming in.
Right?
And the Peggies, let's not forget the Peggies are soul the earth, keep all the amenities clean for the workers.
The alley mac drives.
The toilets
Everyone
clean, first aiders, they're there to help out the workers, cuts and abrasions and all sorts that happen. So listen, stick it up your arse, all you people, shit canning us in the papers. If you're fair dinkum, ring us up and we'll take you up one day and see what you think about being on the money if they're getting too much money.
You see in the paper, the one that shoots me is they compare workers to workers. Well, nurses aren't earning much as these traffic controllers and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. Well, we reckon they should be paid. Nurses should be paid more.
That's right. And teachers.
Why are they rounding down? Why don't they round them up?
It's not our fault. We organise ourselves. We've done that, and our members are getting good paying conditions, and it pays to belong. And
Campo, with the histories we've always supported back to the BL days. I remember marching up and down St Kilda Road supporting the nurses. What about the fire brigade? The people have got to save our men, when there's been someone killed on a job, all that. We've supported all the, what do you call them, first responders and all that. And without them, we're stuffed. The nurses, God love them. If you're paying them $10,000 an hour, it wouldn't be enough. So we respect them. It's not us that sets there, but wage rates and. But we always do back them up when there's something going on. We're the first to back them up. And why wouldn't you? Because at the time of need, where are the nurses? Are there?
100%.
First responders are there. They've got to put the bodies in body bags and horrible jobs like that. So, couldn't get paid enough.
You look at people.
She's a bit serious this morning, aren't we?
You look at people like Neil Mitchell and Andrew Bolt. You know what I mean? Remember Neil Mitchell was going around calling all the construction workers lazy and filming them while they were on their smoking and lunch breaks. I mean, never be afraid to wear your colours in front of these people because they're all living in their ivory towers.
And I'd love to see how much Andrew Bolt's on. He's on probably enough to choke a donkey.
He's in Israel at the minute, so that tells you all you need to know about him.
What about that Tim Gurner, the developer?
Apparently they're going in the cahoots with Roberts. They're joining up because that big jam factory job in Preen. Yeah. They're going to get together. Oh, what's his name? Gurner. He's got to stop eating avocados and sandwiches.
And people have got to suffer a bit, so they work harder.
Yeah. Well, the golden spoon, the silver spoon, he had the golden one from his granddad.
He'd be the life of the party, wouldn't he?
Oh, yeah, Mr. Personality. But anyway, look, we're getting too serious because this is not like us.
We digress.
We digress. So let's talk about something. Oh no, we've got nothing funny. All right, we'll keep it depressing. No, we won't. No. So a little bit of a funny one. The branch meeting. What happened there, boys? The branch meeting.
Well, obviously the branch meeting got cancelled. We had an internal water pipe. Was it internal?
No.
External water pipe burst. So we had no. On Wednesday, we had no water in the building, so that's what happened.
It actually burst about 20.
So who we blaming? Capital, the builder next door?
I think it's old mate down the Rob Carr.
I reckon we blame the plumbers. We'll just blame the plumbers.
Yeah. The whole street had no water. It wasn't just our building. The whole street had no water.
Maybe the Medleys. They're up the street. They're in that street.
That's right. But
we've got to blame someone.
If there's no water on the job, you go home. So the whole office had to go home for the day.
Yeah. The AWU, we blame them.
Yeah,
We'll blame someone. Not us.
Wasn't us.
Well, we're not plumbers.
Well, I'll tell you what we're blaming soon because you haven't gone through the committee, mate. Let us know what songs you're playing today and why.
Well, I'm playing. Well, the first one was actually picked by.
Was it?
Yeah.
Well, by who? Why?
By the
Sparrow.
Sparrow.
Dire Straits. What was the song?
Oh, Dire Straits.
Walk of Life.
It was the first thing that came up on Spotify.
Jeez. And a special cheerio to old mate Skinny. He's at home having a seance with the Tibetan flags, burning incense, trying to get his head together, old Skin.
Has he got it together yet?
No. And as someone said during the week, he's 73. He hasn't got his head together yet. There's fucking no way. Which is a fair call. My old mate, God love him. All right, that song was probably one of the worst songs I've ever heard. But anyway. We need to have a look at the committee.
Well, that's sort of me.
You put it through.
You put it through. You okayed it.
I rang and asked all you which songs you wanted. And
You never rang me.
I did.
You didn't ask me what song.
I did so.
No, you didn't.
I did so. You're in the car and you said, I'll sort that out when I get there.
We have to. That'll go again.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Said like you, I think.
Oh,
We could talk about the elections,
I know
couldn't we?
you are.
But we can't even talk about them.
There's one coming up this Saturday. You got to vote Dunkley.
Yeah.
Oh,
By-election.
Yeah, you got
Jeez,
Pretty important.
I wonder how that's going to go.
I did have one. I'd listened to the Splendor Show, the Creatures of the Industry.
Thought about splinters, yeah.
So the Splendor Show, Creatures of the Industry, mate, he did an interview with Greg Phillips, which is a pretty good interview, but I've got to say it's the only show I've heard on 3CR where there was actually a swearing disclosure before the show started. They had someone come in.
Let's give him Frankie.
Illicit language warning.
Who's Frankie?
I don't remember being on that show.
So, but it was a good interview. So if you get a chance, it's on a podcast. It's also, you can go to 3CR and listen to it. It actually is a 2-part interview. It was pretty good. So,
And we could talk about the branch meeting, but that didn't go ahead because they had no water. We play with a straight
we spoke
bat.
about that
We've been through
5
this.
minutes
We've
ago.
been through this.
we've done that.
Come
We
on,
did that about 5 minutes ago,
I
mate.
didn't
Get with the program.
I didn't tick that off, though. It's got to be ticked off. I run things very
That's right. It's not
professional.
a democracy here; it's a dictatorship.
Well, tell you what, you'll be going to the creatures of swearing soon the way you're going.
Ooh.
Now, I've got something here.
Happy birthdays.
Happy birthdays. Now, we have to send a special happy birthday out to someone we love dearly on
We
the
are
concrete.
scraping the bottom of the barrel.
No, we're not. Hang on, just relax, please. A bit of respect. And the lovely June, the better half of the Edwards family, and lovely June, Mad Bomber, and she got a phone call from the great man Michael Long on her birthday, who's June's idolised and never met him. She was over the moon to hear him ring her up, and also offered 2 games for the Anzac Day match. And June's going to meet him. So that was a great little thing that happened for June. Made her birthday. So June from the Concrete Gang.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
And they say behind every great man is a better woman, and you're a great example of that. And June, we do love you dearly. Hope you had a good birthday. And Sweet Lips,
So sweet comes Murphy. Happy birthday to you.
the old fox terrier.
On you, Marty.
The Jack Russell.
Is he happy? Is he happy about having a birthday?
He is happy, mate.
Yeah, he's happy.
He's had about 6 months off on holidays.
Oh,
Is he
then-
back yet?
Then comes back to a mobile crane tipping
Yeah.
over.
And Dell, young Dell, he's
Yeah,
had a birthday.
big Dell.
Big Dell, good on you, Dell.
Happy birthday to the legend, Dal Considine.
Thanks for recording me, returning the call I made you.
Yeah,
Very
about 2 weeks ago, wasn't it? Yeah.
2 years ago.
Yeah. On your Dell.
What's that say covering Romeo and Writing?
Claude.
Yeah,
Claude.
shout out to
Claude.
Claude. He's going through a bit of stuff at the moment, so shout out to him. Get well soon, brother.
And Buxton's. We
Buxton's.
were happy enough to run in the Buxton's job out at near Monash University there, and the great man
Bernie.
Bernie at Buxton's. Great to catch up with Bernie. As he said, you remember me, Longy? I met you 30 years ago. Well, I can't remember what happened yesterday, let alone 30 years ago. But he had a bit of trouble remembering what happened yesterday too, old Bernie. But anyway,
He's got notes in himself and he can't remember what he wrote.
couldn't make up his mind whether he wanted to be the shop steward or the health and safety. But anyway, we need to sort that out. But anyway, Buxton's out at Monash. You have to sort a few things out because
playing up a bit.
Because it's pretty ordinary.
Also, Island Brown. I went out to Island Brown during the week.
Oh yeah, you reckon that was?
They had some panel issues. They put up on the whole face of the building, because they didn't want to put a tower crane up. They put up all the full length panels, the 3-story panels, and it turns out all the propping for it's inadequate. So the whole job's had to go home. Engineers have had to come in and work out how we can go rectify
How
it.
do they get that wrong this day and age? You know?
But we're not talking like looking at the photos. We're not talking about small panels. We're talking about double panels.
Double panels.
So
Double.
double
Triple
level,
panel.
Triple
Triple
panel.
panel.
So triple.
They probably have 4 push
And that-
pulls on every panel.
And that's because they didn't want to put a tower crane up and, pour a slab, put a panel on, pour a slab, put
Yeah,
a
just
panel.
cutting costs.
Cutting costs, and they've lost the job for probably a week now, and they're in there trying to rectify it. And the people that are there at the minute are all on penalty rate, so...
It's like you were just saying, there was movement in them and all
Movement
that.
in them. They kept turning the props a little bit every day, and then we got an independent engineer out, and it turns out the mob that installed the panel, should we say?
Yeah.
Austral, they installed the panel. Their engineer was going off the 2011.
Yeah, but the bloke should know that.
You'd think so.
Yeah.
That's not right.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, panels that big, like we all know how dangerous panels are.
Yeah.
But when they're that big, if it comes down, you can't even run out of it because it's so big.
Well,
You can't get away.
Well, those
Do you know what I
props
mean?
are at 119% of their capacity.
Yeah. Well,
So the prop and design was flawed,
Flawed.
and then they didn't even use the props they were meant to use in
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And they were at max.
So they're well over the limit.
So 120% almost.
And that's another government job that they gave to Island Brown.
And not to forget about Premier Cranes.
Premier Cranes,
They had a mobile.
Where was it?
over there.
Toorak or something?
South Yarra, I think.
South Yarra.
South Yarra.
Tipped a crane over on the houses, lifting some landscape and stuff, and we're not sure what happened while they were packing it up or whatever happened. But anyways, investigation into that. And pretty untidy, could have been bad.
Operator was seriously injured as well.
Was he?
I think he's still in hospital now.
I
I
said
think
there was no injuries.
they operated him on Thursday, I believe.
It was an absolute disaster. Came over, hit an apartment block. They've lost power, lost gas, lost everything.
Tell you what, when they got to jump, that's from a great height now where those cabins are
Oh,
now.
yeah. And all the residents have to be moved into hotels.
Relocated.
There's a massive operation going to have to go in place to try and recover all this stuff.
Especially now, there's so much mobile work out there at the moment. With all the civil jobs, there's mobiles everywhere. You know what I mean? So more and more people coming into the industry. It's
And most people go and get trained at these training centres, and they're just taking flick.
All right, so let's get the Scallywags. Obviously, we'll throw them in there. We've got Island Brown, which we've already mentioned, and we've got. We blame Capital for the water going off, a bit rough, but anyway.
Don't think it was Capital.
That was Rob Carr.
Rob Carr out the back.
What's this one here, mate? Oh, the cafe.
The cafe.
Oh, the cafe, yeah.
Yeah,
Trees wasn't happy with the
let's
water.
not bag at the cafe because we do eat there a bit. So.
Well, Two Trees reckons the water was no good.
He reckons the dog water would have tasted
I
better.
said the water was terrible, but the service was 10 out of 10.
I've got to say, the rest of us had the water and didn't have any issues.
No issues.
Good point, mate.
Yeah.
He was also sipping on a pineapple juice.
Maybe it might be your sensitive palate.
You were washing your hands in it.
Who drinks pineapple juice for a start? You'd have to look at
With a water chaser.
I'll have you know it was not pineapple juice, it was kale. Lemon, wheatgrass. Get with it, gorilla.
Kale juice. You wouldn't get a Jap on Anzac Day, mate. I'm telling you.
Now. But here, I'll tell you what, I don't have gout, though. I'll tell you that much.
Obviously, we got.
Oh, we're bringing that up, are we? I'll tell you what, you put the whammy on yourself now, mate. Here comes gout.
You know what? It's worth it.
I've never had it.
I'll take this small jab just to lose the war.
Mate, I'm in the gout club recovery group, the support group. If you've had it, you're not laughing.
It is always funny when someone gets.
By the way, our gout recovery group, the meeting's on the Savo too, mate.
Yeah.
At the pub, I'll see you there.
No crayfish. The other thing, another one build, which is a plasterer, which is Yasha. You know, Yasha.
Yasha.
Reinvented.
Not paying nothing. So reincarnated for 15 times.
Sookie Lalas, well, we'll get him out of here. So I'm tipping the Scallywag. I'm going for Premier Cranes.
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
Shutting down a good humble city like Toorak.
Yeah, exactly.
And they've all had to get relocated. Imagine what that's cost them.
I told you we should have opened a hot dog shop down there. And Sookie Lala.
I've got a Sookie Lala.
Who
There's a few builders that are sooking because we all knew on Wednesday, Tuesday, everyone thought it was going to hit 35 and then we got rained off in the air. You know what I mean? Half remained.
Don't you love it?
There's a bit of sooking going on about that.
So which one was sooking the most?
Oh, Hanson Youngman doing a bit of sooking. There's a few.
All right,
you would have had some sooking in your patches too,
mate,
no doubt. Because everyone thought we got away with it.
All right, so we'll give it to Premier, and we'll give it a Premier for being a Scallywag. Sookie Lala being
the building industry. The master builders would have been sooking about it.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so I think that's about it, boys. We got anything else before we go? Nothing. We'll go out the same old way. Dare to struggle.
Dare to win.
And if you don't fight,
you lose.
And it's good morning for Concrete Gang. And what little la-di-da-di-da tune have you got for us?
Take It Back from Dropkick Murphys.
When the boss comes calling, they'll put us down. When the boss comes calling, gotta stand your ground. When the boss comes calling, don't believe their lies. When the boss comes calling, he'll take his toe. When the boss comes calling, don't you sell your soul. When the boss comes calling, we gotta organize. Let them know we gotta take the bastards down. Let them know we gotta smash them to the ground. Let them know we gotta take the bastards down. When the bus comes calling, you'll be on your own. When the bus comes calling, will you stand alone? When the bus comes calling, will you let them in? When the bus comes calling, will you stand and fight? When the bus comes calling, we must unite. When the bus comes calling, we can't let them win. us down. When the boss comes calling, gotta stand your ground. When the boss comes calling, don't believe their lies. When the boss comes calling, he'll take his toll. When the boss comes calling, don't you sell your soul. When the boss comes calling, we gotta organize. Let them know we gotta take the bastards down. Let them know we gotta smash them to the ground. Let them know we gotta take the bastards down. Let them know we gotta take the bastards down. Let them know we gotta smash them to the ground. Let them know we gotta take the bastards down.
You've been listening to a 3CR podcast produced in the studios of independent community radio station 3CR in Melbourne, Australia. For more information, go to allthews.3cr.org.au. You've been listening to a 3CR podcast produced in the studios of independent community radio station 3CR in Melbourne, Australia. For more information, go to allthews.3cr.org.au.